From silent pistols and compact carbines to 50-caliber rifles, belt-fed machine guns, and powerful launchers, Navy SEAL teams have used an extraordinary range of weapons. Each was chosen for a specific battlefield problem, and together they reveal how special operations firepower has evolved. A SEAL's primary weapon may be a rifle, but pistols and compact automatic weapons remain essential when space is limited. A rifle cannot be carried, or a fast secondary option is required. The SIG Sauer P226 became one of the most recognizable pistols associated with Navy SEAL service. The Mk25 version was based on the P226 and designed for naval use. Chambered in 9mm, it offered a durable metal frame design and dependable performance. For years, it served as a secondary weapon and close-range option alongside larger primary firearms. The Glock 17 and more compact Glock 19 represent the modern shift toward lightweight polymer-framed pistols. Both use 9mm ammunition and a simple striker-fired system. Their reliability, relatively low weight, and widespread availability made Glock designs increasingly common across U.S. special operations, offering a practical alternative to older metal frame handguns. The massive Mk23 Mod 0 was developed specifically for U.S. Special Operations Command's offensive handgun weapon system. Chambered in 45 ACP, it was designed for durability, accuracy, and use with a suppressor. Its unusually large size limited its general appeal, but it remains one of the most specialized military combat pistols ever adopted. Before compact carbines dominated close-quarters operations, the MP5 was one of the world's most important special operations weapons. Chambered in 9mm, its compact size and controllable firing characteristics made it suitable for shipboarding, urban operations, and confined spaces. The MP5 became strongly associated with counter-terrorism and elite military units around the world. The MP5SD took the standard MP5 concept in a more specialized direction. Its integral suppressor significantly reduced the weapon's sound and muzzle signature when used with appropriate ammunition. This made it valuable for missions where close-range control and reduced signature were priorities. It became one of the most distinctive suppressed submachine guns in special operations history. The MP7 was designed to provide more firepower than a conventional pistol while remaining extremely compact. Chambered in 4.6 30mm, it could be carried in tight spaces where a full-sized rifle was impractical. Although not as historically widespread as the MP5, it represents the modern trend toward compact weapons with improved range and penetration. The rifle has been the central weapon of SEAL operations for decades. From Vietnam-era rifles to today's modular suppressed carbines, this category shows the constant search for greater mobility, adaptability, and effective range. The M16A1 became an important part of the Vietnam-era transition toward lightweight, high-velocity rifles. Its 5.56mm ammunition allowed operators to carry more rounds than earlier battle rifles. For SEALs operating in Vietnam's demanding environment, the M16 family offered a lighter platform that could support patrols, reconnaissance, and direct combat operations. The Colt Commando and Car-15 variants shortened the M16 design for specialized missions. Their compact size made them easier to handle inside helicopters, boats, vehicles, and dense terrain. These weapons helped establish a pattern that continues today. Special operations units often require shorter, more maneuverable rifles without abandoning familiar ammunition and operating systems. The M4A1 became one of the defining carbines of modern U.S. special operations. Its 5.56mm design combined manageable size with a highly modular layout. Through the SOP mod program, optics, lasers, lights, grips, and suppressors could be added according to mission requirements. One basic carbine could therefore serve many different operational roles. The Mk18 pushed compact rifle design even further. Built around a short barrel, it became particularly suitable for close-quarters operations, urban raids, helicopter insertions, and maritime missions. Its small size improved maneuverability, while the familiar AR-style system simplified training and logistics. The Mk18 became one of the most recognizable carbines associated with modern SEAL operations. The HK416 retained the familiar controls of an AR-style rifle while using a gas piston operating system. It attracted special operations interest because of its reliability and modular design. Short-barreled HK-416 variants became especially well known after one was publicly associated with the 2011 Abbottabad raid that killed Osama bin Laden. Compact 300. Blackout carbines were designed to deliver effective performance from short barrels. Systems such as the Honey Badger became particularly associated with suppressor use in specialized close-range missions. The cartridge offered operators another option beyond standard 5.56mm ammunition, especially when compact size and reduced firing signature were important mission requirements. The SIG MCX represents a newer generation of modular combat rifles. It can support different barrel lengths and configurations, allowing the same basic platform to be adapted for confined spaces or longer engagements. Its compatibility with suppressors and multiple calibers reflects the continuing trend toward weapons that can be quickly tailored to changing special operations requirements. FN's SCAR family offered Special Operations Forces two major options. The SCAR L used 5.56m ammunition, while the larger SCAR H fired the more powerful 7.62m NATO cartridge. This gave operators a choice between lighter ammunition and greater range and energy, depending on the environment and the mission. Rifles provide individual mobility, but machine guns give a small team the ability to maintain sustained automatic fire. For SEAL elements, the challenge has always been balancing firepower with the weight required for maritime and long-range operations. The M60 became one of the defining American machine guns of the Vietnam War. Firing the 7.62mm NATO cartridge, it gave small units significant sustained firepower. SEAL teams used machine guns in patrol and combat roles, but the M60's weight, maintenance demands, and reliability issues eventually drove the search for improved systems. Later versions attempted to improve the original M60. The M60E3 and M60E4 focused on handling and weight reduction, while the Mk43 Mod 0 became closely associated with Naval Special Operations. These variants extended the service life of the M60 family before newer machine guns gradually took over many of its roles. M249 introduced belt-fed 5.56m firepower in a relatively portable package. Because it used the same general caliber as standard rifles, ammunition could be easier to integrate within a small unit. The weapon gave teams a sustained fire capability without the weight penalty of larger 7.62mm machine guns. The Mk46 was developed specifically around the needs of U.S. Special Operations. Based on the lightweight belt-fed concept, it emphasized reduced weight and mobility while maintaining sustained automatic fire. For operators moving long distances on foot, this balance between ammunition, firepower, and portability was especially important. When greater range and striking power were needed, 7.62mm systems became essential. The M240 provided proven medium machine gun firepower, while the Mk48 sought to combine 7.62mm performance with improved portability. Together, they represented the heavier automatic weapons. Available when a 5.56mm system could not provide sufficient reach, the Browning M2 stands in a completely different class. Its 50 caliber ammunition provides far greater range and power than standard machine guns. Mounted on vehicles, defensive positions, and special operations craft, the M2 can engage distant and hardened targets, giving small units access to heavy firepower without carrying it individually. Precision weapons allow SEAL teams to operate beyond the normal range of carbines and machine guns. This category ranges from traditional bolt-action rifles to semi-automatic systems and powerful anti-material weapons. The M24 represented the classic American military sniper rifle. Based on the Remington 700 action, it used a bolt-action system built around accuracy and reliability. Chambered primarily for 7.62mm NATO in its original configuration, it represented the traditional precision rifle used across the U.S. military before newer systems expanded long-range capabilities. The Mk13 series extended sniper capability beyond standard 7.62mm performance. Using .300 Winchester Magnum, it gave military snipers greater effective reach while maintaining the accuracy of a bolt-action rifle. Later versions reflected the continuing modernization of U.S. precision weapons for long-range military operations. The Mk12 filled the gap between a standard infantry carbine and a conventional sniper rifle. Based on the 5.56mm platform, it used a longer barrel, precision components, and specialized optics. Its semi-automatic operation allowed faster follow-up shots while providing greater accuracy at extended ranges than a standard carbine. The SR-25 brought 7.62 mm precision into an AR-style semi-automatic platform. The military MK11 Mod 0 developed this concept for special operations use, combining accurate long-range fire with faster follow-up shots than a bolt-action rifle. Suppressor compatibility added further flexibility for specialized missions. The M110 semi-automatic sniper system continued the role of the MK11 with a modernized 7.62mm design. Its semi-automatic operation allowed rapid engagement of multiple targets while maintaining precision at extended ranges. The weapon became part of the broader shift toward adaptable sniper systems capable of supporting fast-moving combat operations. The Barrett M82A1 and military M107 brought 50 caliber power to the precision category. These large rifles were designed primarily for anti-material roles against equipment, structures, and hardened targets. Their massive size and recoil separate them from conventional sniper rifles, but their range and destructive capability made them internationally recognizable. The Mk22, based on the Barrett MRAD, represents a more modular approach to precision warfare. Its design can support multiple calibers, allowing the weapon to be adapted to different range requirements. This flexibility reduces the need for completely separate rifles when mission profiles demand different levels of long-range performance. Suppressed $300. Blackout precision platforms fill a specialized niche between conventional carbines and long-range sniper rifles. Optimized for shorter distances than Magnum caliber systems, they offer compact dimensions and suppressor compatibility. These rifles demonstrate how special operations weapons are often designed around a specific operational environment rather than maximum range alone. Some operations require more than a rifle or pistol. Shotguns can provide close-range firepower, while specialized configurations can also support breaching tasks when access through a barrier becomes the immediate problem. The Remington 870 became one of the most proven pump-action shotguns in military and law enforcement service. Its simple and durable design made it useful for close-range engagements and specialized breaching tasks. Different ammunition types could be selected according to mission needs, giving the weapon flexibility beyond conventional combat roles. Mossberg's 500 and 590 series provided another rugged shotgun option. Their durable pump-action design and flexibility with different ammunition types made them useful for demanding military environments. These shotguns could support close-range operations or breaching requirements, depending on the configuration and the specialized ammunition carried. The Benelli M4, designated the M10014 in U.S. military service, introduced a semi-automatic option for combat shotguns. Its gas-operated system allowed faster follow-up shots than traditional pump-action designs. Built for harsh conditions, it provided a powerful close-range capability. For missions where shotguns offered advantages over standard rifles, the Master Key took weapon modularity in an unusual direction by mounting a compact shotgun beneath a rifle. Instead of carrying a separate full-sized breaching weapon, an operator could combine rifle firepower with a secondary shotgun. It demonstrated the special operations principle of reducing equipment while preserving multiple mission capabilities. Not every SEAL weapon is designed around a trigger and a bullet. Grenades and demolition systems provide concealment, breaching capability, and explosive effects that small arms cannot deliver. The M67 is one of the standard fragmentation grenades used by U.S. forces. Compact enough to be carried individually, it provides an explosive option against threats that cannot be effectively engaged with direct rifle fire. In close combat, it gives an operator the ability to affect an area rather than a single point. The M18 and M84 perform very different tasks. Smoke grenades can support concealment, signaling, and marking, while the M84 diversionary device produces a powerful flash and report intended to create temporary sensory disruption. Together, they show how specialized grenades can support movement, coordination, and close-quarters operations. Explosive breaching systems allow trained teams to overcome doors, gates, and other barriers quickly. C4 and other demolition explosives can be configured for specific authorized tasks, making them important tools when physical access is more important than direct firepower. Their flexibility makes them central to specialized Entry and demolition operations. The Bangalore torpedo is a specialized explosive system, historically designed to clear wire, obstacles and create a path through barriers. Although associated mainly with larger military assault operations, it represents the broader category of demolition tools available when physical obstacles must be removed rather than simply bypassed. When rifles, machine guns and hand grenades cannot defeat the target, Special Operations Forces can rely on portable launchers and heavier systems designed for vehicles, structures, fortified positions, and other hardened threats. The M72 law gave individual operators a lightweight disposable launcher for use against vehicles, structures, and hardened positions. Its simple concept made it easy to carry compared with larger reusable systems. Once fired, the launcher was discarded, allowing a small unit to carry additional firepower without transporting a heavy launch system. The AT-4 offered a more powerful disposable shoulder-fired capability. It could be carried by small units and used against armored vehicles, structures, and hardened targets. Compared with ordinary small arms, the AT-4 gave Special Operations Forces a significant increase in destructive power while remaining relatively portable. The Carl Gustaf is a reusable, recoilless weapon system designed around flexibility. Different ammunition types allow it to address multiple categories of targets, rather than serving only one role. This adaptability has made the system valuable for modern forces that need portable firepower capable of changing according to the battlefield problem. The Mk19, M203, and M320 represent three different levels of 40mm firepower. The Mk19 provides sustained automatic grenade fire from mounted positions, while the M203 and M320 give individual operators a single-shot explosive capability alongside their rifles. Together, they bridge the gap between hand grenades and heavier weapons, from Vietnam-era rifles to suppressed modern carbines, precision weapons, explosives, and heavy launchers. Navy SEAL firepower has constantly evolved. The central principle remains the same. Different missions demand different weapons.